My name's Tyson Johnson. These are my actual before and after photos. And I did this in spite of being a busy dad with a corporate professional job. I'm one of you, happily married, 3 kids. So here's the biggest problem for those of you who are approaching this right now. And I know there's a lot of skepticism, mainly because there's so much noise. There's so many misconceptions, so many fad diets. So many of you have tried things like keto or paleo or P90X or Orange Theory or almost anything under the sun. And most of us can stick with it for a month or two, but the lifestyle piece is where we really fall short. And the main reason it's not necessarily your fault. A lot of this is the strategy. Most programs and diets, from what I have found, only will approach one or maybe two of the laws of science. Typically, they will focus on calorie deprivation, at least five other scientific laws that I'm going to go over here that can literally transform a dad. Let's explain each of these. So, insulin sensitivity. Um, what science has shown is the vast majority of people are in a state of insulin resistance, meaning, as kids, we started having sugar cereal, which spikes our blood sugar, which forces us to be in a fat storage mode, quote unquote. So, if you can shift your body out of insulin resistance so that it becomes insulin sensitive, that means you can stabilize your blood sugar levels throughout the day, which will allow your body to stay in fat burning mode. The second is the satiety index. And what this says is that not all foods are created equal. There's literally an index that shows, for instance, boiled potatoes. Oh, yeah, they get such a bad rap. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is that boiled potatoes are almost on the very top of the satiety index, meaning they're very filling and satisfying. Same with old-fashioned oatmeal. So, what if you could fill up on filling, satisfying foods that were low in calories? That would become a secret weapon. That would allow you to lose and melt away the fat, get rid of the dad bod, but not feel like you're starving yourself. The third is the thermic effect. It says is that, again, not all foods are created equal. For instance, you think about the three macros: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Did you know that according to science, protein requires about 20 to 35% of those calories that you ingest from protein to be processed in digestion? Carbohydrates are only in the neighborhood of, say, 10 to 15% of their calories used for processing, and fat is 0 to 5%. So it would stand to reason that if you can go on a higher protein diet, you will raise your metabolism. You will force your body to work harder and process more of those calories just in the act of digestion. The next is the 80-20 rule. Again, most diets fall flat on their face. They say, hey, do away with sugar, get rid of carbs altogether. And while that certainly will produce results and transformation short term, I don't know of a whole lot of people who enjoy life and feel, socially like they can enjoy that long term. So the 80-20 rule says 80% of the time we're on a strict game plan. We have moderation. Our junk food is very intentional, and so that 20% of the time we've planned to enjoy birthday parties and cake and donuts, but just in a controlled fashion. So that allows our dads to build a lifestyle, to transform to a fit, healthy body, and confidence that comes with that, and keeping up with their kids or grandkids, but still being able to have the flexibility to enjoy a wide variety of foods. All right, so the fifth law of science is called meal timing. And another word for this would be intermittent fasting. This is not required, but I have found, and many of our clients have found, amazing results with this. In fact, one of our clients, this was the only change he made. He was able to lose a pound a week because he was taking in less calories. And now he went from 215 pounds down to 175, and he's been there for the last 3 years. And finally, optimized brief workouts. What if you could shift using high intensity interval cardio and superset weight training to your workouts only being 15 to 20 minutes, like what I've done for over a decade now, and get 3 times the amount of work done in that period of time, 20 minutes instead of an hour?